line, very disconnected from some executions. This comp switch might actually suit GT more so. Yes, there's going to be a little chaos, like Lothar had said, and some of them looked a little scrappy in terms of the execution, but this might be a real positive here to have a controller that doubles up as almost like an initiator.
And I do like AvovA on that role, quite genuinely. So it's one of those that I do want to look towards, but for now, already, Brave going to get things started perfectly for Fnatic. Good start and a good follow-up. Derke going to just chime in kind, as this is not the site access that G2 would have wanted. Far more fought for, as MAGNUM waits patiently on the side, as Brave's already connected another, leaving it just down to hoody here. And 14 HP and not much of a shot. Has the spike, sure, but this has been met by force. Fnatic coming out swinging. The first couple of trade outs. Yeah, there's been chip damage done, so it's not impossible if hoody was sitting pretty, but he's not. He's down to 14 HP. He's got 48 seconds to make something of it. There's the cubby, but we know the Boaster's not far. Spike down. And now suppressed.
Let's get the plant here. Maybe revealed. Okay. Fully blind. Must be nice. We'll find a constellation, at least get that second ult orb before falling. Fnatic close out pretty comfortably as well. I mean, it's just...
Fnatic creating that discomfort than potentially just G2 doing what we saw being a bit of a problem repeatedly with Kellogg's before here. So we'll see if that continues. I guess does it turn into a trend? Or is it a couple of one-offs here and there? What we do see, though, is, of course, the investment coming back out for Fnatic. Decent enough across the board. And not completely without a little bit of something on the G2 side. So, again, chip damage and danger. That's where we need to see G2 thrive. It's what they're good at on these. And for Fnatic, they've got to keep it clean. We know that they do sometimes struggle here, but they really do outgun them on this one.
You're going to make a slow push back to the A lobby. Fnatic already sent an extra body here preemptively. It'll be Derke posted up. That Guardian, actually. We'll find Mixwell. Just off the rip before they even find any progress out of main. But hoody could be...
It's that short
thorn
pressure
in the side here. Yeah, Boaster's got to be careful.
I think Boaster might be aware of it, though. He's already turned and he's kind of facing this side, so I feel like he's considering it, and Boaster lands it. Good work from Boaster there, just to keep that potential
30 seconds
in
left.
check. He's going to slip away to short, be a little bit more of a problem to try and clear here. Mistic just shoulder peeking out on this one. Derke going to get the attention, but it's AvovA with a punish. Clean work is what we need, and hopefully that's what we get. Okay, 2 found, but 3 alive. That's the...
They go for the Blade Storm and find a couple of kills, or at least one, and then fall. Would be the worst scenario out of the bonus. Ooh, he's tagged up.
Ooh, wow. And I think that's blind. I think it's unconfirmed damage, so they don't know they've been able to achieve this, but now more issues. It looks like tailor-made to try and keep someone like Derke kept away from being able to peek down middle, allow a little bit more freedom for this play up short, leaning through on Cap.
Big info.
But now Boaster's found the information. So, yes, Derke was forced away from it, but it does somehow swing back towards Fnatic, finding this little nugget of information, and I was hoping it'd be a little underhand flash, maybe a swing. There it is. A little late though, play already passed, and there's the punish. Mixwell already slipped the net, and the adjustment towards Derke is dirty work. And we want to see more from Mixwell. How do we feel about him on the Jett? That's going to be something we come to the conclusion by the end of this game. However, when we look at this, does the pendulum stay the same on the other side for G2? Can they keep this round clean, or does the danger begin now in the retake, in the post plant? Spike going to go down just about now. 3 players on Cap though, and short working back in. Meddo cleanser first. Spots out a second. They might even notice the third. Yes, Brave well and truly found it. We still found hoody. All right, man.
Roll it back 18 months, 2 years.
Literally. Been a minute. And hey, it's presence, right? But we haven't really seen G2 overly explore this area just yet. We just saw the last round being a lot more intent towards middle to try and nullify what Derke can do.
This is really interesting now. Hoody's one off his ult.
What's this stack?
Yeah, look how deep they're playing.
CT?
I think they're expecting G2 to take the A orb and then pop the null command. That's why you see MAGNUM play so deep.
If that's the case at all.
I mean, luckily they've recovered ahead of it, but G2 are already pretty close already.
That's a shot. Derke is still doing well. Does he get to keep his life though? TP made, and the double swing from either side. dip towards hell, and the spike, I don't want to say safe to plant, but it can be crossed towards the site. And you're right, they do seem a little bit cautious to try and get too close to this one. Fnatic still playing just on that Virgin CP, spam coming out from Mixwell. And you're right, it's Magnum on the receiving end, not looking so pretty. The smoke goes through, make almost a one-way, a clean way to see it. The rest of the boys to lock it down from G2.
I mean, really, Derke's tucked into hell.
Yeah. Well, Derke right back into it. But it's been this A piece. Unfazed by the attempts of dissuading middle and everything else.
Big info, though.
Paranoia, though, forcing Boaster to show a little bit of his presence, his positioning.
Oh.
There's the ult coming through. Let's see how this one looks. Mixwell goes in first. And where's that second string? Well, there's the TP from AvovA. Shot from Boaster. Connects on AvovA, but there's the second layer. There's the next string to this one. Meddo going to find MAGNUM. Find towards heaven. And while Derke left in a 1v4, does have the knives. No, does also have 14 HP. So not going to work out too well as G2 keep full standing. Yeah, they're winning on two fronts in that regard.
And behind this purchase.
And Derke's going to be forced away. Dipped out, can't stick and fight. Mixwell gave him the parting gift. Got Derke, but Brave with a quick trade, so keeps this one at least in a good direction. AvovA's got towards the back of the site, and Brave's already aware of this. Already so cognizant of the fact there's only a tag, that's not ideal. Now, time could be a problem, but look at where the rest of the spike and the team is. A little bit of a whiff there from Brave. Not getting what he wants, and AvovA not letting anyone get what they want. The rest of G2 aren't even out from main yet. This is just AvovA being a problem. There's Mistic now trying to fill that gap, and G2 can slowly filter out. Yeah, they're clearing mid with MAGNUM, but I guess that's the small benefit to this. Okay. Oh, yeah, if you have your knife out, that's the 3B.5. He even gets a second. He's made this viable, doable. There's a chance. MAGNUM has to go big on this one. He's got the first as well. Tommy the turret going to go in. AvovA's going to get the spike down most of the times on his side. A little bit of damage done. He knows it at the back of the boathouse, but two players already fell to this position. What could AvovA do with this? Pops up a smoke, gives himself a little bit more room to potentially play with. MAGNUM presented a conundrum, a puzzle.
MAGNUM is posted.
He's waiting. Yep. What does AvovA do? How does he play this? Spike still very favorable to his positioning, checking to the left, but we know he's dipped to the right. There's the fight. MAGNUM.
That's huge.
Great work in the end, but it's Mistic. Him filling that void, going unnoted, as you highlighted, was integral there.
Yeah, beautiful play from Mistic. Again,
Starting to get to know AvovA and Omen, especially. Like, his clutch potential is huge, his impact potential is huge. Just one of those players that seems to really characterize it, and it actually has really quelled any danger that Derke can try and build early game. But that's a big tag, gonna leave them scattering too on the receiving end. Mixwell and Meddo, but actually none other finding anything. That's quite surprising.
The last one was good for a frag there. Boaster got to be careful because AvovA's already backfilled mid here.
Oh, the timing. It's disastrous for Boaster. Really unfortunate. Just as he looks away, couldn't quite capitalize on a second. But now Fnatic just so aware of the potential coming through. There's the ult going to be invested.
And with the Hunter's Fury Fury being burned up, no shock darts either. Brave almost still dumping at the start of this round means that G2 will have an opportunity here. The Hunter's Fury posted towards spawn. Actually will tag Brave here. Yeah, that's the kill.
And the follow-up from Hoody as well, catching MAGNUM. That's quite surprising too. The spike's still yet to cross main. Derke almost becoming a problem there. Could have really caused issue, but couldn't quite make it. Tries to stay alive, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Gets caught mid-air. Nukkye.
I think the problem being in that round, I think MAGNUM with his utility invested towards A, it leaves a massive, massive gap in mid. And G2 played that perfectly, right? They kind of probe a little bit. Like we said, the timing was just disastrous for Boaster. The shorty crossfire. You really hate to see it.
Enemy killed.
There's one. Nice control from Mixwell. Oh, hello. Boaster suddenly appears on short. So they know where the last two players will be residing. They know where they've been hiding. And they've been caught. Meddo finds both. They lose one, but four
things down in the early round at least could suit them.
Oh, this is the fight we've been waiting for. Derke wins it cleanly. Mixwell down, op now removed. Big start coming out. And that alleviates a lot of the pressure that could have been coming down towards Derke. Gives him a little bit more freedom to maybe move around the map if he desires it, lean whichever way he wants. It looks like they're testing across the board here, though. AvovA still over towards that A site. Sending out util, setting up the piece. Speaking of utility, though, look at what MAGNUM's put down here.
Brave, yeah, yes, he gets spammed off the angle.
The push?
Ooh.
Derke, that's... You're playing
Desperate.
really dangerous margins. Yeah, you're really hoping you catch someone, but I think that was playing the wrong percentage chance on that one for him there. But again, if you want to try and make something happen this round, I guess you have to play against the odds sometimes, but this has got to be a save now. Get out of this. Maybe they can recover the op from top middle that Mixwell dropped.
Oh, well, actually, you're right. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at there in
How
market.
dare you doubt
Looking
me?
at there
How
in
dare
market,
you?
I was like, oh, that is...
Lauren, that's ambitious. Oofed.
I mean, even with Brave being down to around 10 HP, it's not the safest retrieval.
No, it's not. It's the best chance if they want to get the op back, though, is that they could potentially get that one away. I don't know if they... I guess they should have seen it, or at least Derke could have seen it, I guess, on that fight. There's no other way you would be swinging mid like that, so... Could be something they think about, decide against it, actually. Or opt to.
In the chaos, and AvovA is a player that thrives in chaos, right? That for me is almost something that's so fitting, and it should be a really, really good change for G2. Oh, I mean, it already is. But it's looking good here. It's 6-3. Fnatic, look at the purchase. It's a little bit of a force. They both actually avoid the dart. Ready to punish as well.
Moves. But it's Derke on the other side, but he's only got the Sheriff. Like, I kind of imagine if he had a little bit more, that could have been maybe a 1-for-1, something a little bit more dangerous to come of it. MAGNUM trying to play his life here, peeks out and sees one. AvovA, dead, buried, gone. Follow up? No, just the tag. I thought that was his again. Nukkye left barely breathing, but he's still alive, and it is a 3v3 now. The HP's lower. Meddo, a little lower. Nukkye now barely standing. It's down to 2.
You just got that.
Brave
You got
found
that
it.
wallbang from
Don't tell me
backside.
how. Do not tell me how. He's going to see another trade. Mixwell keeps it at least in hand in a 1v2. Can he find Mistic quickly? He's looking for it. He's got the idea right. 9 bullets to play with in the mag. He's hit their reload. Doesn't get just any pressure yet. Spike just in touching distance. He's got it.
Both stacked
34 seconds though. Yeah, but Boaster's still got a judge. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be weapons around if he wants one, but maybe just to be traded on for now. No util for Boaster that I can see. Does he find the time? Mixwell might find the timing. It looks like it's this mental game. Tap on the spike again, trying to draw them in. And there they are. Boaster just fine, plays it really nicely on that.
Wallbang from backside, just outside the market door. It's crazy.
We got an A piece.
It's pacey.
Oh yeah. I want to see if that TP comes in as well. Nah, it's just
Boaster.
Okay. There we go. Boaster gonna take away the spike as well as Hoody. Still trying to be a nuisance on that cross. And that cuts off again one of those issues we saw before. This isn't quite the same sort of scenario as AvovA is with Mixwell. That's that second layer that we were waiting for. Spike gonna go down. Suppress comes in. It's the rifles in their hands and that's all they've got. Trying to get away from this, but AvovA punishing Boaster as well as the double down from Nukkye. Divide comes up. There's still so many players standing. A 4v4. Make it just 2 as Mixwell strikes. Derke and Mistic fall and MAGNUM and, well, Boaster on his knees makes no odds in this one. To be MAGNUM trying to do anything he can. There's the sight, but there's the ult pop coming out, and that is from deep downtown. There ain't no way you're going to get much on that. Time being bought second after second. And MAGNUM knows these seconds are all against him here. Tries to address short. It's not going to happen. Meddo there waiting.
Dude, because ultimately it just slows things down.
And they burnt a lot of those ults that we were talking about. The factors that were coming through that could have been maybe dashed into this, but now it leaves them with almost nothing. Big information for Boaster, but what do you do to deal with it? They hit the brakes for a second to lean forward, but actually they dip back a little towards main. Boaster, how much damage can you do on this? G2 have the sight, but just over 5 HP. You are lucky to be breathing. Spike now going down, ult gets popped, TP gets taken. They're playing almost in unison, this Mixwell and AvovA combo. So similar in approach, and there's the lockdown coming in.
And the nano swarms to slow down the heaven push. This is disastrous for Fnatic. This comes so late in the day as well. Actually gets destroyed.
Lockdown does get destroyed. Okay, they can still work back in. 3 of them tucked towards hell. Mixwell finds Derke. Quick trade out for MAGNUM. They're looking for the way back in. Meddo still waiting in hell for them. And Hoody takes the instant contact. And he takes so many of the bodies away. G2 stamping.
12 assists.
Yeah,
They
he's
are
doing all right.
isolating kills off his utility so consistently.
Okay. 8-4, G2 are in the lead. However, Fnatic able now to dictate the pace a little themselves. Maybe bring their own plan into this one, something they desperately need to be doing. As Mixwell going to get the first contact, and the flash didn't really do what they wanted on this one. Brave, though, somehow still finds Mixwell. This is going to call to the attention. The rest of G2 is down to just 3, though. And with that pick in middle, they can hit the brakes and adjust their sights if they fancy somewhere else. It's going to be the gap filled by Meddo. He's got to know pressure's coming. Yeah, he does know it. Well, he's coming up short. They're going to hear this rotation called beckoned over. What can Meddo do? How much can he achieve here? That's one. Look for a second tag. It's not going to be that much. It's still all looking good for Fnatic. A 3v2 in the plant should be able to go on down. Hoody can't catch anyone. I say should be going down. Wait, there's no spike plant. Nukkye's just toying with them. He gets one here. Location does get revealed. So Hoody loses the capability of any surprise with his position, and Brave, I like this readjust from him, sitting towards main. Not bad at all. Close hold from MAGNUM as well, hard to clear. There it is, beautiful work in the post plant there between MAGNUM and Brave.
Guardians, 2 Spectres. Heavy emphasis outside B, and again, unsurprisingly enough, what? Oh, what?
Yeah,
I guess.
That's fine. Just let Derke go in.
I mean, that's why you buy a Guardian on Ascent. All of the walls are made of paper, so you can't just spam anything.
It works well. Side says, I want to see 5 standing. If genuinely Fnatic fans, you want this to be meticulous, which it is so far. You want to see them have every reason and capability to come back into this, and you need the finances to come in tow. You've got actually MAGNUM pretty close to his ult as well, saying that, so this isn't bad.
I was just about to say, having a lockdown on the bonus round is going to be huge for Fnatic. A massive tool at their disposal. Whether or not G2 will even look to contest it in the early round, put it somewhere a little adjusted, I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is one where we wait and watch, see what the plan is.
The fragment and one shot die used means that they can't now.
Yep. So it's just
MAGNUM dies.
I guess you just kill MAGNUM.
Why is MAGNUM first?
Don't know. Really gotta question that one. Probably, yeah, not loving that. That could have been huge to convert this.
Maybe it wasn't the plan all along, but I mean,
maybe.
It's
nice to have the option though, right?
I mean, it's a huge factor in the bonus round to convert.
Spike drop.
Oh, let's see what the plan is now. If that wasn't the intention, maybe just a mistake. They happen.
Take flight.
Now, what do you lean on? What do you depend on to get you here? Still plenty of utility left in the kit for Fnatic, but obviously not quite as powerful as the lockdown would have been to clear this site out. Mixwell waits. Similar positioning to last time, though. He did get spammed out of here before. They've got to check this. It has to be on the checklist. Derke willing to go forward. Let him pass. Now Mixwell strikes towards the second string. Does find one. Now it's down to that Jett fight, but he's got support. Nukkye's there to find Brave, but Derke still lives. They take steps, they take space, and they need to ferry that spike safely across. Beautiful work. AvovA is just good at this stuff. Oh, and the timing on it as well. Yeah, just offsetting the timing slightly.
MAGNUM gonna entry on A? No, I'm joking. But I mean, now G2 can actually. Oh. Look at Nukkye's face.
Was that the smile? Was Nukkye
the
almost
first
smiling?
Smile from Nukkye caught on camera ever.
Please make sure, production. I'm telling you, give me that clip of just almost. It was like a smirk. It was like his face was desperately trying to fight it. It was like, oh, you're never too safe, are you? Mixwell. Oh no, they're both detained.
It's weird. It's really weird.
I don't know what's happened this round. It's absolutely garbage. Gun back out. Doesn't matter. Nukkye.
Well, he's not laughing now.
Almost smiled. Oh, what is happening? This has been an absolute dog's dinner of a round.
What was the plan?
It took that to make him smile.
I love how Derke as well. Derke was just like, oh yeah. I messed up.
I've been done. He's not doing it again. All right, Derke. And it's just brawly. This is just brawl galore. Hoodie gonna find Derke. You don't lose to these rounds, right? You don't lose to these. They're fine. In towards A, here we go, and they've killed Boaster. It's a 5v3. My voice is weird.
Hoodie's also got the null command and Mistic.
Good.
He's playing deep here. It's surely not, right? Surely not another thrifty.
Surely not.
There's no way they win this, right?
Nah.
There's
Look at
two
this.
people in main now.
Nukkye's dead. Nukkye's dead. Right. 3, 2, 1. He's dead. Right. Cool. Okay, that's 4. Now, Brave are definitely good for potentially 4.
This is key now because they're playing so deep that the null command
1.
doesn't mean anything.
2. Not 3 or 4, sadly. So still standing. And time. If they can cost them weapons, I guess that's not a bad outcome. And if they can get some for themselves, that'd be great. But nah, not going to make anything more of this one. The other 2 will stay their life and not to jump in. It's a bit bizarre with them. They're exceedingly good at this. And here's this early exchange again. Once again, happy to brawl out battle for this one and push slightly further. Derke is going to pop the knives out. AvovA playing up on Cat. Quick work. Mixwell being beckoned to chase it. Takes a little bit of damage off the back, and it's a pacey piece, it looks like, coming out from Fnatic with a bit of a mid-crunch potentially, but they back away.
AvovA's got a one-way set up here, so Fnatic will have to wait this out. And it's going to buy a little bit of time for rotation.
Yeah.
Please don't dry swing this. Yeah. He's still got this going on. Yeah, I mean, another 25 seconds now to the next smoke, but this is all stall.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to get him off this angle.
It's going to be tested. They are kind of floating back towards B as well. I was kind of looking at the rest of what G2 are up to. Hoodie kind of lent that side again. Mixwell the same. So this is tricky for AvovA if they do come this way, but he's actually slipped his way back towards kind of default on site or just kind of the site itself.
The other thing is, though, he's got paranoia to send off the turret. Off the turret's contact, so he can slow it down even further on short.
That is going to run low on time here. Because even with, like, let's say Boaster's flank does eventually come in, you know, hits the rotation, this is all off the back of, like, the success on the site. There's another smoke going up, another problem. Fnatic could be down to, like, 10 seconds, and here it is. A little late in the day, they'd already kind of got towards the site. I thought that'd be a bit earlier on the contact, but Meddo's still here, and Meddo's dealt with really nice burst from Fnatic in the end. That could have been a problem, but it wasn't. They did deal with Boaster in middle, so they could do some damage from heaven here, but again, all of that kind of theory crafting, out the window when it takes a little too long. The difference a couple of seconds mate. And wait, Hunter's Fury just got popped as well. This is interesting. Okay. Big commitment on it. And Nukkye, well, you didn't get much for that one. And 3 still stand for Fnatic. A good round to come across with.
Right back in it. It's been excruciating, but it's a tie game now. 9 apiece. I think G2's finances will have dwindled after this round, and you can then start to maybe question the investment in terms of the null command in the previous, the Hunter's Fury here, to see exactly what's available for them.
Weird, but it has worked, and by whatever means, as long as it works, you're happy enough with it. And on the other side, we are seeing one of those light purchases from G2. So again, it's not something to be too fussed about just yet until things start obviously going wrong, where it gets a bit wonky. Derke, careful now.
44 HP though.
Yeah, they push him right back down. You can see a little bit more intent coming out as well towards short. They seem that they want to push this. Meddo's found MAGNUM, and they can actually try and springboard off the back. Mixwell punishes Brave. Mistic's lost vision. G2 suddenly striking. Derke and Boaster left just probably wondering what the hell just happened. I don't know how that just got divided into such manageable slices. And again, the Spike's left in such a bad place for these two players. They have to retake all that area. Now, Boaster's done well to find one by that deeper side of tree. Maybe another catch towards CT. Punishing Meddo would be really good here for Derke, but the timing. A bullet to the side of the brain, and Boaster doing everything he can to try and recover this round, but it's going to need all the players. He's found 2. He's going to have to ace this. Position still noted. Everyone knows where he's at, and he's found at least AvovA, but Meddo's going to hold a deep off angle. As soon as he crosses over, that's going to be the vision. Meddo's got him. And eventually, what's your favorite ice cream flavor, real quick?
Pistachio.
Damn, okay. feel like
You put me
it says
on
a
the
lot
pressure
about
there.
you.
Yeah, that was the first one that. I mean, it is one of my favorites. I wouldn't say the favorite.
It's not on every
No.
time, but it's a good choice for you, I see. All right. Mint chocolate chip, baby, all the way. Derke, we feeling it. Okay, he's walked it. Lid through, and on the other side, you can have nukkye kind of called to attention. He's already caught Mistic, but does he know Derke? Derke's still sticking around this side, and Boaster's been called over. So they're still going to try and aggress this way. It does look like it's an eventual B crunch if they keep going, and the door's been shut. So they're going to try and remove that approach for now. Nukkye still okay for this, and he's going back in. He's
What? Oh, thank God he didn't get that second.
Get out.
Thank God he didn't
Dude,
get that
I
second.
thought it was it. I was done. My desk is done. It just got beat up for no reason. It's fine. It's all good and gravy. It's fine. But even that first shot was filth. But I really did think he had that second.
Just remove the kill feed. Give him that one. Give him that one because the
Just let him have
adjustment
it in the
was
montage.
pixel perfect.
I have the spike.
Jesus. Look how deep these boys are sitting as well now. They don't want any of what Fnatic are going to try and sell.
30 seconds left.
Mixwell posted deep on this, and I don't know what Fnatic really have. Magnum's got almost no HP. That shot, dude. That I'm still reeling. I'm still reeling. What the hell was that?
Still not smiling, by the way.
Why would I be smiling? I have done what I have been
10
told to do.
seconds left.
What I'm programmed
Just
to do.
pure efficiency. Legit, dude, he's a machine. I swear to you, that man is a machine.
Looking to punish as well.
Enemy remaining.
P3000 strikes.
As well.
Absolutely. Of course. As it should be. We do look again now back to a more traditional round. We've got the good purchase coming out here, and this should be maybe a little bit of a correction of the ship here for Fnatic. A little bit of a reminder. Okay, yeah, these rounds have been close, but we've been winning them. But it has been a stop.
Oh,
Hoody. Hoody getting aggressive. Flasher again. It's good to isolate Magnum from the fight. No, Derke is still good for it. Maybe the flash not as effective as expected. Nukkye's still pushing though, and they're just brawling. This is just a brawl now.
AvovA. All the way in there. Well, Mistic actually didn't catch this. Oh, it's been pinged out. Yeah, Mistic did see it. AvovA going to be aware. You might even hear him. Oh, just out of audible range there. Just Mixwell and Meddo now to try and make this work. The retake. Derke. Find the first. Second noted. Not much for Mixwell to do. I mean, it's getting close. Fnatic can...
If they can keep winning the brawls, then fair enough,
what I want to
man.
say is drag themselves through some of these rounds, or a couple more. That because that's
Yeah.
what it feels like.
Oh, it's something. This isn't pretty Valorant. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you talk about like beautiful Valorant. This
I
isn't
mean,
it.
in a certain way, it is.
No,
no,
Mike.
in a certain
No,
way
Mike.
from G2 it is because ultimately now the pressure's dialed up and they're happy. Like we said, they're happy.
Considering how these rounds have gone, but I think it's just the nature of the beast, right? But as I said, at the start of the day, if you said on paper, who's better at brawling, G2 or Fnatic? I'm with G2, but right now, Fnatic can keep it up. They're beating them at that game, surprisingly. Oofed.
See the paranoia
Another flash?
around this B main control now.
Dude.
It's just, it's stifling. It's Brave now going to clear through with the drone, but they're going to try and set up this lockdown once again. Derke. Well,
You're so good with that Guardian. It's just filthy. Speaking of filth, nukkye still solid as a rock. Sends it. Not going to catch anything. That could be the tag. There it is. Okay, tagged up. I think that was Brave, potentially. Or was it
Yeah, it was
Boaster?
Brave.
I'm not sure. I think it was Brave. So again, 4v4, but late round. Fnatic have generally succeeded in them.
no command going to slow down this execute even further.
Turret out.
Meddo actually gets the turret back online as well, so that's going to find contact for Hoody potentially, but no utility left for him. He's going to wait for his next knife to come back. Actually gets smoked off here.
30 seconds left.
25 seconds. This is so dicey. Hoody's still on the site. Nukkye waiting for that cross. Perfect read from Mistic. Good timing to keep that in check, to keep that angle watched. Hoody now next on the docket. Can he do anything with it? Gonna find one, gonna find
Oh,
two,
and the
three.
headshot.
No!
Spike down, B.
He dinked Mistic, but he stayed alive. The dip down and the dive from it, but the time.
But Hoody has been fantastic for them.
A bit of an unsung hero at times, because obviously you're gonna look at Mixwell, right? Like, you're gonna look at the player who's just rejoined that roster, of course. But you're right. A couple of those other players have been just that safe pair of hands for the side who've been solid as a rock for them. Now Fnatic gonna have to do this with less. Divide comes up, utility goes in, and Derke goes short. Already gonna get quite far ahead here, but it gets spotted by AvovA, who leans out of the divide, dips back in until a bit of safety. Boaster wants to get a little further ahead of that. Takes a little bit of chip damage. Meddo finds Boaster, though. This is just a wall, a brick wall of the G2 defense. And so far, it's only Brave really to find any connection on it. 3 still stand. MAGNUM, Brave, and Mistic. And, well, not standing for much longer unless Brave can do something miraculous. It's a 1v2. Spike is not planted and not to hand. Nukkye dives in, gonna get himself right next to him. 8 bullets in the mag, and it ain't gonna get used. MAGNUM